to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. So help me God.
Be seated, please.
Your Honor, the evidence I'm about to give consists of a letter written by my wife, my late wife, Laura Hillyer. It would be extremely unjust, therefore, to punish you. As for my husband, his crime is the crime of love, if that be a crime. Out of loyalty and devotion to me, he violated the ideals and principles by which he has always lived, and will continue to live his life. He sacrificed his honor, compromised his integrity, lied, perjured himself, all at my demand and all for my benefit. And the cost to him has been immeasurable. I, his wife, the woman he loves, have already inflicted far greater punishment on him than he deserves. I beg the state to spare him further suffering.
Are you able to continue, Mr. Hillyer?
Yes, Your Honor, yes. If I may have a moment.
A glass of water for the witness, please. Perhaps you'd like me to call a brief recess?
No, Your Honor, that won't be necessary.
Yes, please, Lord. Yes.
The servant mentioned here was in the living room, but my wife was in my study.
Did she give it directly?
No, she gave it to him, and he gave it to me after she left the house.
I suppose there isn't any way of confirming the fact that the letter was written.
Excuse me, Mr. Quinn, Your Honor, it seems to me that there is a very easy way of confirming it. This letter is handwritten, has been signed, and Mr. Hillyer is under oath.
Yes, I see what you mean, Mr. Karr. Mr. Hillyer, are you thoroughly familiar with your wife's handwriting?
Yes, certainly.
And there's no doubt in your mind that the document you're holding in your hand was actually written by her?
None whatever.
And the signature?
Is her signature, Your Honor.
I think that takes care of the matter, Mr. Quinn.
I agree. Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you wish to go on reading, Mr. Hillyer?
I now wish to recount in some detail the reason why I murdered Rick Oliver and the circumstances under which his death took place. He was my lover. He became my lover nearly 3 months before the night I killed him. I must add, not by way of extenuation, but only so the truth will be known, that I had never before been an unfaithful wife, and that I had never expected to be one. Time and again during the period when Rick was ardently pursuing me, I assured him that I was unable to cope with an illicit affair, that such a thing was alien to all that I believed in all that I held sacred, and so it was. And yet, ultimately, I capitulated. To understand why in the end I destroyed him, one must understand, too, that in the beginning, I loved him. I loved him deeply, intensely, passionately.
Mr. Hillyer,
All right.
what did you say?
I said it was all right. I will go on. Even more importantly, I believed he loved me with equal passion. It is, of course, an indication of my naivete, or should I say my blind stupidity, that I never once questioned his real motive in drawing the wife of a very wealthy man into a clandestine romance. My husband was wiser and worldlier than I. He learned of the affair, and he knew instantly what Rick's objective was. He tried to tell me, to convince me that I had been trapped by a calculating fortune hunter. I refused to believe it. The more he attacked my lover, the more I despised him and adored Rick. And the night came, the night that Rick was to die, when I decided my marriage was at an end. I was ready to reject everything that had ever been dear to me. My honor, my good name, my worldly possessions, my home, my husband. And when I say my husband, I am speaking of Orin Hillyer, a man of such warmth, such gentleness, such tenderness, such infinite kindness, and boundless charity.
Hillyer.
You in? Quickly, Quinn, help him from the stairs.
Did I tell you the woman who wrote this letter? My wife?